Satan spiritually controls the world that we live in. He is the ruler of this earth. Satan operates in this way. He uses fallen angels and Nephilim to carry out the agenda that he has planned all those years ago in order to take down humanity, at least as much of humanity as possible. The plan they made to get back at God by sending as many souls to hell as possible in the time frame he has given, while simultaneously making their life on earth a living hell. So this is what this creature wants for you. And his plan is only accelerating. It's only becoming more obvious. 20 years ago, we didn't know what this plan was. We didn't see it in the entertainment. We didn't see it in the news. We didn't see it in politics. We didn't see it we didn't see World Economic Forum. We didn't see people like Klaus Schwab, Yuval Noah Harari. Anything that was done in secret, like these secret societies, Rockefeller, these families, a lot of that was in secret. We didn't really see any of this stuff back then. But nowadays, we are seeing all of this play into motion right now. It is becoming so widespread. We're seeing it right now. Agenda 2030. It's all an agenda. They're even laying out like the agenda right in front of you. Even if it's not blatantly satanic, it is still very obviously a plan of Satan. It's a stepping stool for Satan to bring about the mark of the beast in due time. Demons use humans as vessels, primarily the humans that are actually descendants of him through the Nephilim, the ones with triple-stranded helix. Yes, the ones that aren't even fully human. There are humans out there that aren't even fully human, and the devil is using them to perpetuate his agenda. Xenogenesis by Stephen Quayle talks about this perfectly. It's a great book. This guy does DNA testing for all these rich, successful, big name families. And every single one had a triple-stranded helix. And it just so happens these same people, the Klaus Schwabs, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, they all have triple-stranded helix, and they are also all descendants of Nephilim. They are not even really human. They're not like us, bro. And that's why you look at them and you're like, man, this dude doesn't even have a soul, Like, if you watch the videos, you can clearly see these people don't even have a soul. They're just kind of like puppets. They look like puppets that are being used, like vessels being used by Satan. People have literally met these people before and described them as being evil personified. Yeah, because they're literally fallen angels. Stephen Quayle realized that all these people have the same, DNA mutation. And through this knowledge, it becomes very clear and very evident as to why Satan has worked through the same families for generations and generations, and honestly hundreds and thousands of years, because they are literally descendants of the devil. This is how the devil works. This is the hierarchy of the devil. Satan, fallen angels, Nephilim, which demons, and then through the human vessels he has the World Bank families, all these rich powerful families, BlackRock, and then they have the Jesuits, they have the Freemasons, Vatican, Jesuits, the Vatican, families like the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, these secret societies, along with Freemasons. They are all in close contact with the spiritual, but it's not the spiritual you're thinking of. It's not God. It's not the spiritual goodness. It's the spiritual deprecation of society, of humanity, anti-humanity. These people are quite literally receiving knowledge and guidance on how to perpetuate Satan's agenda. If I had to guess, it's probably the Nephilim, the demons, mostly perpetuating this agenda. But at the same time, I don't know. So let me just quickly summarize how the demonic realm, the demonic world, the Satan kingdom works. The fallen angels, which are obviously a hierarchy, a level above the Nephilim. And Nephilim, there's a whole backstory there. I'm not going to get into it. This video is going to be like 25 minutes long. I talk about it in other videos. You can look it up. What are Nephilim? The fallen angels are one level above the Nephilim. The fallen angels are very often given more important assignments. Now, what would those assignments be? I don't know. But they're not going to be possessing. They're not going to be attacking. They're not going to be tempting the average person, the average guy, the average hoodlum, they're not gonna target that kind of person unless it's for a greater purpose in that area, in that principality, and principalities are real. Every city, every area has a principality of demons which operate and work together. It's crazy, dude. This is so crazy. So it could be fallen angels, but it's most likely these demons, these Nephilim demonic creatures, which are actually possessing and attacking these people. And a lot of people are gonna say, why are they working through these people? Well, one, they have all the power in the world. They have all the control. They have all the assets and the ability to do whatever they want with the world. And for two, They've been given free will. These people, when they go to these rituals and these like secret societal, like Bohemian Grove type, like rituals and like meetings, by worshiping these creatures and these demons, ancient demons, they are quite literally giving way and giving themselves over to these demonic creatures. That's why when Alex Jones infiltrated Bohemian Grove, which is one of those rituals that I was talking about, he said that he saw these old guys while they were worshiping, like literally like being possessed, like literally being like foaming at the mouth, like he used other language too, but like they're like being overcome by like emotions, and like kind of like how in Christianity the Holy Spirit does the same thing. If you get like a lot of like feeling of God and presence of God, you'll get taken over by the Holy Spirit, and it's like almost like a possession, but like a good possession, like a spiritual godly possession in a way, because you've already given way to this Holy Spirit by accepting Jesus Christ and what he did on the cross. And accepting God, you've given way to the Holy Spirit, and now the Holy Spirit lives inside of you. So it's like the same thing. They are giving way to demons and demonic entities, so these demonic entities are going to live inside of them and being a part of them, controlling them and influencing them through Satan's grand plan. So you have Satan's grand plan, and then all the demons which like work under Satan to bring about his plan through any strategy, any foothold, any stronghold, any principality, just any way possible. This is insane, dude. This is how the satanic kingdom works. This is how demons operate. And yes, they will attack the average person because they are assigned to take out humans. So they will, if they see an ability, if they see like a way to get in, whether it be, maybe you're very prone to lust, maybe you're very prone to lying, right? And you started lying like very frequently. And this is scary. This is really scary. If you start getting prone to lying all of a sudden, like a certain bout of time where you just start lying and you're not sure why, you don't confront the issue and you don't do something about it, you don't take accountability, all of a sudden, a month or two later, like it's like a severe habit that you can't get over. And it's quite literally a demon that's taken advantage of this stronghold, and is now, because of your continual lying after the fact, has grown to this like gigantic proportion. He's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. He's becoming more of you. He's like absorbing more of you in a way. He's like becoming more he's gaining more influence over your life every single time you give into that lie. Same with lust. Every time you give into lust, I'm not saying you'll get a demon, but if you do get a demon, it's giving way to that demon every single time, and making the urges, making the thoughts, making the feelings, making the corruption all just like compound like more and more and more. That is why, and just side tangent here, I've talked about this before, side tangent, but this is exactly why it's so important to take accountability, pray about it, journal about it. And like I'm not much better about this, but I'm just saying, like, every time you lie, every time you're mean to somebody, every time you like shout at your parents, or like have some kind of anger or some kind of whatever it is, you have to confront it. You have to journal and then apologize and then go to prayer and then do all this, and like be honest, be upfront with God, with the people, with yourself. That's really it. Be honest with yourself, be honest with the people, be honest with God. So we got journaling, we got, the apology, the confronting what you did to the person, and then prayer. It's so crazy because I used to make fun of people for calling like a lot of these celebrities and a lot of rich families like lizard people. This is crazy because like people have always described demons, like demonic entities, when like with their visions or their near death experiences. Every single testimony, even non-Christians like atheists, they've all described them looking scaly. Like drug experiences too, like DMT trips. People have said that they've like seen, like they thought they seen like these creatures or whatever, and then the Christians obviously say, oh, it's demons. Every single time they describe it as a scaly, like lizard kind of skin looking creature, like a scaly creature. If these celebrities are being controlled by demons to perpetuate, by the way, celebrities are just below the World Bank families as well. Celebrities are like the bottom of the barrel on that list of that hierarchy of the satanic kingdom. And not all celebrities, by the way, just the majority of celebrities. But like these celebrities, if they're being controlled by these demons, if they've given away and they go to their own humiliation like rituals, these demons are literally a part of them. They're like the glue to their soul. There's layers to this. This is not a conspiracy. This is real stuff. A lot of it's been proven and exposed, but a lot of it's been hidden. A lot of it is like not common knowledge. There's no like, not really a way to back it up. This is all real though. I promise this is all real. And these celebrities are being used by Satan too. A lot of them are being used by Satan. Want me to name a few? I'll name drop a few. All of them, bro. All of the rappers, all the pop, all the hip hop, like they're all in on it. There's very few who aren't. And a lot of them are worse than others because they've made choices in their life or they've gone more extreme down that road. But they're all the same they're all in the same group. It's sad because when I had this revelation, I was like, man, I really love certain celebrities. I really do like them. I really do, like, especially when I was younger, I would like idolize them. But no, they are not good people. They've let fame and fortune and popularity and money control their lives, and now they are being controlled by Satan out of their free will. It's the same parallel with the mark of the beast in Revelation, because you will be given free will to choose the mark of the beast, but once you've taken the mark of the beast, it's over for you. You have no control, you have no consciousness, no free will in life. It's the same way for these celebrities. What's the difference? They've given way to these demons, they've signed the contract, and now they're literally a part of this satanic kingdom, whether they know it or not. A lot of them do acknowledge it too, which is kind of scary. Acknowledging that you're working for the devil and you're like, yeah, I'm working for the devil. Like, they're just so like nonchalant about it, and it's kind of crazy to me. But Satan's agenda is so well perpetuated through entertainment too, through these celebrities. In fact, that's probably the strongest foothold they have. Man, all this rap music, I mean, just music industry. I've already made a video on the music industry. It's bad, it's negative, it makes you lustful, it makes you negative, it makes you idolize, it makes you all the violence, all these things, negativity. I could get into that. I already have a video on it. But entertainment, movies are promoting the same thing. It's promoting, every single movie is promoting some kind of agenda. Some kind of agenda is being promoted. So I'm not saying, oh, you can't watch any movies, you can't go to the movies. Like, I mean, do what you want. But I just want you to be aware that there is an agenda, that there is a war for your soul. And that at the end of the day, Satan's grand goal, his grand plan, to either make somebody outright reject Jesus Christ or make them reject God through their actions, through their principles, through their heart, and just numbing them spiritually to God. Because if you can make somebody have a love for anything that's not God, then they'll never turn to God. They'll never turn to those godly things. Because it's not worth it. It really is not worth it. It makes me sad. It makes me want to just like yell to them, like scream at them, like, what are you doing? They'll never understand. They'll think I'm crazy. They'll think I'm the weird one. They'll think I'm the one who has no life. And yet I am happier. I am more content. I am more spiritual. I am more at peace. I am more loving. My mind is clear. I am thinking clearly. I'm in a flow state. I'm present. I'm more loving. I'm more caring. An emphasis on more peace. I'm more at peace than any of these celebrities. They don't like their lives. And even if they do, it's all instant gratification. If any of it were to disappear, if the money were to disappear, if the sex disappeared, if the pleasure disappeared, all this stuff, if it all disappeared, they would have nothing. And they'd hate their lives. In fact, most of them would probably commit suicide because they just can't live with themselves. But you know what? I can live with myself. I'm just so much more happier. The baseline happiness of me is like way higher, and then the celebrities are down here. Yes, the celebrities might be having the spikes and like the pleasure, and like they're really getting really high up there, and the pleasure and the fun, the love, but it all goes back down right after. But my scale, my graph looks like this. And then every time I go to the gym, it goes down a little bit. Every time I meditate, every time I pray to God, okay, it's kind of boring. Like, I just kind of get like, I mean, it gets kind of tedious. Maybe I wake up and I'm tired. I'm like, oh, I don't want to pray. I don't want to meditate. I don't want to take a shot, I don't want to take an ice bath. But I do it anyway, and then it goes up even higher. This is what I'm saying. That's a love for God. Through the discipline, it's a love for God. And that will bring you closer to God. These habits bring you closer to God. But these celebrities are teaching another set of principles. They're teaching you this bullshit cope of a life, which you might enjoy, but when you're alone, don't have any of that stuff. You're going to hate your life. You're going to be miserable. God is the only one you need. But maybe you can't come to terms with that. Maybe you can't accept that. Maybe you're getting all these like cope kind of responses, like, oh, but some kind of argument, some kind of excuse you're making in your head. I had the same arguments, I had the same thoughts, I had the same mindsets, but only when you have faith, only when you try to have faith. If you force the faith, if you just have blind faith for a few months or a year or whatever, you'll feel it. You'll feel God. But God will only ever come to you when you let him. It's free will. But if you have faith in God and you do the godly things, the godly habits, the godly principles and lifestyle, you will get closer to God. You will get closer to God. And God will come inside of you and live inside of you, the Holy Spirit. And you're set apart and you love life and everything changes when you have the Holy Spirit. Jesus can set you free. The Holy Spirit can give you a way to start over. The Holy Spirit lets you start over with your life. You can do everything over again. You can just, new, clean slate. You can just do everything new. You can truly live this fulfilling, peaceful, spiritual life. It really is possible. And I think everybody subconsciously wants that. But you will never find that if you're chasing money, if you're chasing women, if you're chasing drugs, pleasure. You'll never get that kind of life by chasing those things. You will never get that life by chasing those things. Or just keep wasting your life away with meaningless entertainment and distraction, porn and parties and video games and hating your life. If that's what you want, then go ahead. But Jesus Christ can set you free. The Holy Spirit can give you a way to start over. This is all real. I was Muslim when I was younger. This is all real. This is coming from a Muslim, bro. Their goal is very obvious. Their agenda is very obvious. What they're doing is very obvious. And they're attacking anybody who goes against their agenda. Whether it be a grand agenda, like Satan's number one, like everybody goes to hell. Send everybody to hell. That's his grand agenda. But then the smaller agendas through the World Economic Forum, through these governments, through these leaders, it's all like sub goals of this big goal. And anybody who goes against any of them is persecuted, is attacked. Andrew Tate. Yes, he's not Christian. Yes, he's not saved, but he's going against their agenda. Elon Musk. Look at any of the pastors and preachers on YouTube. They're all getting taken down or demonetized. Jesus Christ can set you free. That's all I have to say. That's all I'm going to leave you with today is Jesus Christ can set you free. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.